His name was Arham, and for him, life was never the same after that night. The accident had broken more than just his bones. It had broken his will to live. Days and nights blended into each other as machines beeped and monitors blinked, reminding him that he was still alive, even if he didn't want to be. Doctors came and went like passing storms, but there was only one person who stayed, long enough to bring a little warmth into that cold room. A nurse named Zoya. She wasn't extraordinary in the way movies show heroines. She was ordinary in the most beautiful ways. A calm voice, steady hands, a tired smile that somehow held hope. At first, she was just doing her job, changing dressings, adjusting pillows, checking oxygen levels. But as days passed, those small acts became conversations. How are you feeling today? Slowly turned into, you have to fight. Healing doesn't happen in silence. Arham didn't know when it happened, but listening to her became the only part of the day that felt alive. His body was healing, but something else was happening too, something he couldn't control. The sadness inside him was being replaced with attachment. He waited for her shifts, noticed her perfume, memorized her laugh, and counted the seconds she spent near him. And like many lost souls in pain, he mistook comfort for love. Zoya had seen this before. Patients falling for nurses was not new. When a person is broken, even small kindness becomes a lifeline. But she didn't say anything. She just kept doing her duty, unaware that his heart was building a world around her. The day of discharge arrived sooner than Arham expected. A wheelchair stood near his bed and paperwork lay on the tray. Zoya came to hand over his reports. Something inside him panicked. He didn't want this to end. He didn't want to leave the person who made him feel alive again. With a shaking voice, he finally confessed, I think I like you. Maybe more than I should. Zoya froze. The tired but hopeful smile from her face disappeared. She sat on the edge of the bed and spoke softly. Arham, this is not love. This is dependency. You loved my care, not me. Her voice didn't break, but her words did. Patients fall for nurses because we hold them when no one else does. We listen to their pain. We give routine to their chaos. But when life goes back to normal, this feeling fades. Arham wanted to argue, but deep down he knew she was right. He had mistaken survival for attachment. He left the hospital healed by medicine but wounded by truth. Weeks passed, no machines, no hospital lights, no Zoya, and slowly, the dependency faded. Life became ordinary again. One day, sitting by his window, he finally understood. What he had felt was not love. It was loneliness, searching desperately for a hand to hold. Not every affection deserves a romantic ending. Some just teach us how to breathe again. And for Arham, the lesson was simple. Love isn't the person who saves you in your darkest nights.